I'm Lion here, and today I'm going to tell you 5 restaurants I frequently go to in Seoul. As a local here, of course there are like hundreds of places I've been to, but I try to choose only 5 places so good that I wouldn't say no to even when I'm stuffed. So this video will be about places to eat and tips for each place. And before I get started, if there's any topics mentioned in this video that you are interested in more, leave a comment so I can try making separate video for it. And I just recently started making English video on my channel, so if you wanna like browse my previous video, click the CC button for English subtitles. The first place is 한라 제주국수 around Kongung University. You might have seen this place if you watched my very first vlog at Konde. Guksu means noodle, but you can also choose to put in rice in the same soup instead, which is called 국밥. Back to the noodle, there are diverse kinds of soups for noodle based off their local roots around Korea. So as the name suggests, what you can have here is noodles that come from Jeju. I had thought Jeju was only famous vacation spot honestly, but now this kind of noodle became my second favorite thing about Jeju. Anyways, the soup here is really addictive but not greasy, so it just keeps going to mouth like I'm showing you here. When you compare this with other foods of similar price, it just has more meats than others, so there's no reason to anybody would dislike this, I think. The spicy and hot seasoning here comes in the regular dish, so if you prefer a mild taste, say this. 안 맵게 해주세요. And the second place is again refreshed on 종로. As the name suggests, what you can have here is salad. There are several places selling salad in Seoul, but most of them are not selling salad as their main dishes like they do here. And that's why I think the salad here must be fresh, and that's why I like to visit here. Salmon and avocado one is what I like to eat here, and you literally can half of the avocado and fresh salmons. I haven't had other salads here, but they give you basil pesto dressing with salmon and avocado salad. I used to have like sesame or pineapple sauce, which became boring somehow to me, but now I go this place to grab salad with basil pesto dressing. For me, it was kind of hard to find salad, makes me keep eating, but I couldn't stop at least here. So salad might be boring for some, but I promise you, it's worth trying here. The third place is neighborhood at Jinchon. They are just selling pizza and craft beer. My favorite part of this place is, it is always hard to pick which pizza to eat every time, right? But if you pick 2 toppings here, you can have one pizza with 2 different kinds of topping, split down the middle, half and half, and I was obsessed with the freshness of the beer there. I mean, you don't need to order beer mandatorily, but don't forget once you're having pizza and a glass of beer at dinner time here. And they tell you how to order most times, so you can get some explanation before ordering something. I mean, unless you cannot listen to Korean at all. And in my experience, going here at like 5 PM or 11 PM is the best. You can enjoy this place in calm mood with just few customers then. And the next place is Menya Hanabi. They sell Japanese food called maje soba, which is one kind of ramen. I know most of you are thinking of ramen as hot with lots of soup, but the ramen you can get here is basically different. There are just enough amount of sauce to mix them all, and the yolk and meats, green onion. You can just mix and eat. The taste here is kind of complicated to explain, but it's just so good. I never liked the ramen that much before cause it just wasn't special to me, but after I found here, I'm so into this, and checking whether there's a good maje soba place around became my common routine before I go for a trip to Japan. I think it can be greasy to somebody, but a little bit of hot spicy feeling at the end keeps me feeding in myself. So this place has this magic to make people love their sort of ramen. So if you are bored of common kind of ramen or just wanna try a hip ramen place in Seoul, go treat yourself there. This place is on Jamsil where I go shopping a lot, and I wanna eat here every time I go to Jamsil, but this place is extremely popular and you should wait in line like an hour on weekends. And I don't wanna wait and you don't wanna wait. So going here at like early lunchtime or on weekdays might be a good choice, I think. And the last place I chose is Myeongdong Galguksu. I know this place is so famous as tourist attraction, so I think some of you might be thinking like, why is he introducing here? Come down first, and I just wanted to say I love the meal here as a local. The noodle here so soft and I didn't like it at my first time, but the soup here was actually good enough to attract me, and now I go there regularly. It's like every time I sip the soup here, it feels like I'm tasting meat, so it just keeps going into mouth. And I love the kimchi there also. They make kimchi with massive amounts of garlic and I think that's amazing. So I think you should try to taste this even if you're not a hot food lover. Kalguksu is just thicker but flatter version of noodle, and to give you a little tip, the soup here is not actually the typical type of kalguksu. Most Koreans assume that normal kalguksu is with the soup made by seashell and just seashells. So if you ever have a chance to stop by here, I recommend you try to eat typical type of kalguksu for comparison. So I shared with you 5 places I would never say no to, and I hope you guys get to eat something good here. I think these meals are what Korean likes undoubtedly, but finding these places, I mean the places just known to few Koreans, can be hard to find when searching in other languages. So I hope this helped, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe me, and see you.